there comes a time in the path where the pain and the friction and the round and round and round pattern that's built on not truly loving ourselves, that's built on basically ego agendas that we want our personality structure to be something. We want it to be a certain way. We want it to measure up in a certain way. We want it to feel something different. We whatever it is, we have judgments about ourselves in some way that we have to recognize, we inevitably recognize, we are forced to recognize at a certain point that all of that is just ego. And it all involves some degree of self-violence. And we come to recognize, after a shorter time or a longer time, that none of that is ever really going to heal or fix any of those parts of us. And we are forced to take a stand for what is the frequency that we really stand for. And we are forced to recognize as well that those parts of us are actually intelligent enough, our painful parts, our traumatized parts, our apparently disconnected parts are actually intelligent enough that they will not respond to anything less than real love. And we also realize that the only way that whole cyclic round and round and round of having personality difficulties that we don't quite know how to meet within ourselves is ever going to end or transition to anything else is if we fully commit to show up as the love that those parts of us are waiting for. And that is directly confrontational to all of our ego agendas to be a certain way so that maybe we'll be validated or saved or met or, but whatever the patterns that we're perpetuating there, because it requires us to take a stand that however long it takes, whether it takes 1,000 lifetimes, whether it takes forever, we will stay as love as best we can with the parts of us that are tender, with ourself, because that's what we fucking stand for. That's what we've committed ourselves to. That's what we're taking a stand to embody in this piece of the universe that we inhabit. And of course, love has time. Love doesn't have agendas. Love doesn't need explanations. Love doesn't, get embroiled in the stories of our past except to meet whatever's there with love. So basically, brother, it comes down to a choice. And I'm just really, I think what I'm feeling today is like I feel your power, the power of your being, and I feel the power of your being to make that choice. Because I also feel the love that lives in you. I feel the depth of that love, the purity of that love, and I can also feel that it feels like it hasn't fully been stood for as the basis of how you meet your own pain, your own tender parts, your own dissociated parts, the fractured parts of your own psyche that are intertwined with parts of your own form that are locked in pain that rises in symptoms in various ways. And of course, the paradox of the whole situation is the moment that we drop our agendas and we commit ourselves to meet ourselves with love, no matter how long it takes, if nothing ever moves, if we're swimming in this trauma forever, but even, that we will stay as love because that's our fucking commitment until the end, then paradoxically, actually everything starts to move much more easily. But of course, I think you obviously understand, it has to go in that order. It's like if there's any strategy in it, if there's any kind of agenda in standing for love in inverted commas, because we believe that that's actually going to get us to our destination faster, then actually we're just simply instrumentalizing. It's just the same continued pattern of instrumentalizing our personality, our embodiment for an agenda that is actually run by ego. And that doesn't go anywhere, ultimately. So, yeah, this is me showing up as best I can to be of service to you, because I feel, as I say, the power of your being to make this choice. Yeah. So let me know how this lands. Love you, brother.